Hello, everybody.
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right. First off, apologies. I have a bit of a head cold, so if I sound super sniffly and you hear me, being gross, I apologize.
Yeah, but we're going to soldier on anyway.
We're going to soldier on anyways. This show is getting so good.
Yeah, we're definitely...
really don't waste any time.
No, not at all. I liked the conflict that we're heading towards. We're getting a lot of show don't tell about how awful the bad guys are. They're like a plague on the earth, right? Which is why we're getting the bees so much with them and everything. They are
exactly.
They are a plague. Yeah,
and
they're terrible.
I like that you really get something each episode. It's not like we have like a filler episode where nothing really happens. Even the episode with the horses, where Roy was showing. I forget the boy's name.
I do too. He just calls him boy so much.
Yeah. So there we go. I guess
Can I take the boy out hunting?
Yeah. But that episode, I think you learned a lot about those characters just through him breaking horses.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought visually it was stunning.
No, it is. This is such a well shot show.
Yeah.
That it definitely modernizes the Western in terms of its look. You still get like the great wide shots, the vistas, the landscapes, the time of day. Right, they do a really great job with like the sunset and everything.
Yeah,
when
compositions, really good,
outstanding. But it also has more of a modern feel than a lot of like the Sergio Leone.
A lot of handheld work.
Yeah, absolutely right, and a lot of camera movement. The camera's always moving. It's very frenetic, which I like that. I do too.
I like that too. Yeah, it's like The Revenant that way.
All right, so we only have 3 episodes left before it's over, and I'm hoping there's a lot of dead people by the end. We do want to go and thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us. And give a special shout out to Actuarial Lurker, Balas Foldes, Chris, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Surya Gundavarapu, Weird Magic, and Torgir Lingstad. Thank you so much, guys. We're very happy here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you guys are watching us for the first time on YouTube, welcome to our channel. If you'd mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
If you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or are currently watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every show, including Godless, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon before we're on YouTube, so if you get done watching the YouTube edits and would like to finish the show with us, you can do it on our Patreon page. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You're only going to see us for copyright purposes.
Yep.
We're also watching 30 Rock currently as a Patreon exclusive, and we're about to wrap up Mad Men and start The Wire in this place.
Can't wait.
Absolutely.
Like we were talking about the composition.
Exactly. Man. Look at this. The coloration and everything.
Yeah. That's a flashback.
For sure. 2 arms gives it away.
You're the one who's going to take care of it.
I keep waiting for him to do something awful when it's like this.
A knife just comes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of what I was waiting for.
Don't forget, this guy's a monster.
Yeah. And that makes the fact that Roy had to put his horse down so much.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Had to shoot him right while he's on him, yeah.
Everything has a backstory, and it's so good. What?
Did they shoot the horse?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Of course they did.
Oh, baby.
Don't be afraid, son. I'm right here.
I'd be afraid.
Right? Like, you're not going to die, but am I?
Right. Have you seen my death?
Yeah.
You got to round up them horses.
Well, I'd feel bad for you, but...
All right.
I like that push in. That was cool.
Yeah, that was a cool reveal there, yeah. You think the reveal on how he dies, since he's made such a big deal out of that, is
it's hard to tell.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Right.
Part of me kind of wishes that he'd be brought to justice, like he actually gets hanged for it, but I doubt that's going to happen.
It would also be poetic if something like minor and stupid killed him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just like, you just die.
And it's just so interesting, though, their dynamic,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, he brought Roy up, kind of sees him as a dad, but at the same time finds him completely detestable, which he is.
Yeah, for sure.
Awful person. But I am curious to see how he goes down.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it is like we get that satisfaction of him just, being brought to justice. But if it is a sickness or if it's him being like, yep, this is how I die, see y'all later, that would suck.
I think it'd be better, honestly, if he's like dying and like, but this isn't how I die. You know what I mean?
That would be
in
awesome.
denial. Yeah.
What makes him so scary, though, is that he is educated and he is a smart guy.
Yeah.
And the fact that he chooses to do this is so crazy.
Yeah.
The lady should never walk home alone in the night.
Oh, I hate this guy.
Yeah. I feel like there's 100% chance that if this guy finds out that Roy's here, he'd tell Frank.
For sure.
He's probably how he finds out.
Probably.
It wasn't for Mr. Ward. He'd be dead for sure.
Here we go.
Yep.
Mr. Ward.
So they're definitely gonna fall in love, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It's the rule of pretty people being close to each other on a TV show.
It always happens.
Yeah.
You're attractive, I'm attractive.
Exactly. You're single, I'm single, we're cute.
Let's get on with
doing
this
this,
big
right?
romance.
See, I love the constantly moving camera on this show.
Yeah.
Everything just looks so good.
I know they're quote unquote out of style right now, but it's like I would love to watch a Western theaters. That'd be awesome, you know?
I feel like we should just go and watch Bone Tomahawk one time on the channel.
Let's do it.
I'm so curious about
Me too.
it.
We did Liberty Valance, and that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Haul it up.
Now this would really suck.
No, I'd rather haul hay and put
All
up
day.
fences all day long
All
than
day.
dig a well by
It'd be
hand.
awful.
Yeah. I wonder how long you have to let it settle before it's actually clean.
Drinkable? I don't know if it's
That
ever
looks
clean.
pretty mucky, yeah.
Like a pro. Attaboy.
Yeah. I'm glad he's learning. At least he's smiling and not freaking out now
Yeah.
about falling off.
Everything's going too well, though. You know?
Yeah, this is not going to stay like this.
He sees it too. He's like, I'm kind of out of place here. You know?
Yeah.
But it is similar to when he was a kid, and you know, he was living with a sister.
Like, I kind of feel like this shot is like he's done.
You think so?
I mean, they're all out.
That's true. Get on your way, or do you just? I mean,
Oh, no, you stay.
look at that look.
She's
She's
going to
like,
go. Yeah.
I think she wants me to stay too.
Yeah. She had the same thought. It's like, oh, wait, we're done.
You could apologize, you know.
Me?
What?
For what?
You hurt me. That you'd see me the same as they do.
I hate the fact that they're all standing there staring.
Yeah. Did she ever say she was going to be done with? You know, did they agree on that? Because if
What
not,
y'all
then
staring at?
Yeah, that's my question, too.
Fuck y'all.
yeah,
I agree with
Yeah,
that sentiment.
for sure,
That's just nosy, man.
it is. Got a lot to do in that town.
Right?
Hey, someone's having an argument.
Ooh,
Let's go watch.
this is my program.
Yeah.
You know, of all the characters on this show, and I'm including everybody, Bill's the one I hope turns out okay
Me
by the
too.
end. It's like, if everyone that might die on this show, Bill is the last one I want it to happen
His
to.
story is just as tragic as everybody else's.
Oh, for sure.
And he's the real underdog.
But like I said, my orders point me elsewhere.
He's so smug.
Yeah. So basically, the cavalry right now was their responsibility to
It must
take
be,
down
I guess,
natives,
yeah.
basically.
Well, natives for sure, but I'm like, are they kind of supposed to, like, execute law if there's no law in the West?
Griffin on my own.
No.
Damn sure. Be suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wise old Shoshone nuisance. Going to buffalo hunt. How's it feel you come home with a rabbit?
Not so good.
Yeah.
Come home.
There you go.
I agree. Getting yourself killed would do
You
nothing.
met the guy.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean,
And the other 20-something guys with him.
and you talk to the army.
Yeah.
Best bet is pull a Magnificent Seven. And just
I think a
like-
posse would be your best.
Yeah.
bet. That's probably what they did more than this.
What's wrong with you?
Heartbreak.
Love.
Yeah.
Like me too.
He's a lucky idiot.
Yes. I don't know what I feel. I feel like I sprained my damn heart.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
It's sweet that he has a town full of women
Fragile as a young
and he doesn't want any of them, just wants that one.
I know. He's a loyal man.
Yeah. It's like, you're too young to settle, I guess, but you could settle.
Yeah.
I feel so
Thoroughly.
thoroughly.
And it's a G in there and everything.
You got that one.
Natural process launches my thoughts and desires westward.
This must have been a long time that we've kind of covered here as far as the timeline, now that he's reading and all the horses are...
Yeah, how long has
trained?
Glad to see me upon your
Bill been gone too, you know?
Yeah.
I
Weeks.
wonder if the long month, for I know that if I had the chance to make love to you, and you were not too shy,
Oh my God.
I
It's a
think
Randy
I would
letter.
Yeah.
write to her, your devoted wife, Anna. She
Well, that
writes
set the
to
mood for this
It did.
rendezvous, didn't it?
She's like, read another.
Yeah. Getting the vapors from all this salty talk.
Yeah. Pre-romance novel.
Mm-hmm.
Say thoroughly again.
Roy, you just gonna leave without saying goodbye?
Okay, there.
My
This is
brother
probably
ain't ever
15.
coming
Yeah.
back. Maybe you'll learn to read. Wish I'd had more time.
It doesn't really explain it, but
No, you
okay.
could have. But you...
I think that's a line written in it like, why didn't she ever teach him to read? Well, we'll just say that didn't have time.
Right. There are a lot of kids here, okay?
Right. I think he's stealing that horse. He just kind of wandered upon it.
Confidence is key, right?
Right.
Ain't that your horse, Frank?
Just sitting there letting him do it.
So that's how they met each other. That's crazy.
That is funny.
That's good.
That was good, yeah.
It's all bad
I
luck.
was like, how puzzled they both
It's
look
all
at him.
fate. It's all bad luck. He
Yeah,
just stole
for
the wrong
sure.
horse.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Not now or ever.
Right.
Yep.
That ain't how I'm gonna go.
Or ever.
He said, or ever. That's a big line, isn't it?
How do you think you die, Frank?
I mean, obviously he's not right. He's not magic.
Sure, but like, I want to know how he thinks he dies.
For sure, right?
That's the kind of shooting I don't like being in the middle of.
Maybe that's how he's going to die. Caught in a crossfire.
Well,
Bill Chick. Floyd Wilson.
that's a great Western name, Bill Chick.
Yeah. A lot of the same guys. So this gang's been together for decades.
Yeah.
Eat. Gonna make you big and strong, like me.
Dude, it is just a cult, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is. Groom him in there.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing scarier than a man with a gun. Ain't nothing more helpless than a man without one.
Waiting to see what the first awful
He said the
thing
exact same line to the kid.
It's like he didn't even realize that, like, that's just instilled in him by
right.
Frank. I do want to see what the first awful thing he witnessed from Frank was.
For sure, yeah.
Because there's no way it was them being harmed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're gonna kill Frank Griffin.
Someone needs to.
Through the mail.
I know. It sounds crazy, but if Sears and Roebuck could do it,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They got a catalog.
She invented Etsy.
Yeah, she did, right?
You don't worry about a thing. And don't you talk no more to Mr. Grigg.
He's the worst.
Yeah, he is the worst.
Whatever you need.
That's true. She is the richest woman in town.
Did you
Yeah.
hear that?
Is it the horses? Yep.
Nice.
She broke him out of jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, of course. He's going to put two and two together. He's smart.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I don't know who this actor is, but he's fantastic.
Yeah, he is. He's perfectly sinister, isn't he?
I was wondering if you'd like to buy my ranch.
Your ranch.
Wow.
But I'm thinking of leaving myself. Nothing here for me.
When
Yes,
the
there
money
is.
starts back up, all that will change.
Can't blame either one of them.
Right.
Go find somewhere more civilized.
You steal that from me?
That's cool.
Yeah.
I always get a bad feeling when I keep running into a man I don't know.
Somebody hit this guy.
Right?
You remember me?
Leave the kid alone, you little weirdo.
Yeah. He is a weirdo, isn't he?
Him.
Be on our way now, sir.
Yeah, you will.
I hate that. I
Me
hate.
too.
Yeah, of course it's at the last line.
Somebody just like take a crowbar to him.
Right.
Feel better? Nobody got shot.
Nope. Sure do hate that man.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, he's gonna go find Roy. Or Frank, I mean. Okay.
That was a tight 50.
That was good, though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like I said, we know where he's headed.
Yeah.
They didn't make a big deal out of it. We knew exactly where he's headed.
Yeah, I kind of felt like, because you said it yourself, the newsman, the reporter, whatever,
yeah,
is the one link between Frank and Roy. He's the one person that's really seen them both on the show.
Especially since Frank's headed towards Ponca City.
Right.
So I think that's the opposite direction. I'm not sure where they're at.
I don't know where they're at, yeah.
But it doesn't feel like he's nearby.
Right.
So, of course, this guy's got to go find him. How he's going to find Frank is also interesting. I mean, I don't know if they have like a rendezvous point or whatever.
I mean, he could just write an article.
Could just write an article about it.
The paper.
Right. That's probably what's going to happen. Actually. Right. Because he said, yeah, you just keep writing about me.
I mean, maybe because we've had telegrams. You can either figure out where he is in Telegram or write an article in the paper. Sure. The Telegram probably makes more sense because we still have 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
A Telegram somewhere.
Yes.
And Frank shows up and gets a Telegram later. The last episode is the confrontation. Yeah. So we might still be a ways away with 2 episodes left.
I'm really enjoying how this is structured.
Yeah, this is being laid out really well. I like the simplicity of the plot.
Yeah.
The plot is simple, but the characters are really complex.
Yeah,
which makes for really, really good television.
Scott Frank, I was not familiar with your game.
Right.
But wow.
For sure, yeah.
Masterful. The only thing I really know that he did of significance, obviously he's been around forever. People spoke about him, is Logan. He co-wrote that with James Mangold.
Okay, yeah,
which
I like
obviously
Logan.
has the Western flavor to it. Got nominated for an Oscar for it. Yeah, I don't know. All bets are off at this point. We have 2 episodes left, obviously, and I do think that we're going to save Frank showing up for the last episode.
Yeah, the big confrontation, which we knew was happening since episode 1, when everybody kind of had their battle lines drawn out and where they were. It's like you knew by the end of episode 1, right? Roy's going to be in LaBelle, and Frank and his guys are going to show up in LaBelle.
Sure,
because LaBelle is a character, very much a character in the show. The town of the unlucky town of only women is obviously where this is all going to go down. And then we've kind of had a lot of twists and turns getting to that point, but we know that it's coming. We obviously thought Sam Waterston was going to be there for that.
Man,
that's not going to happen.
That still makes me sick thinking about it.
Yeah, that was just a brutal way to end that episode, and it came out of nowhere timing wise. Yeah,
and this was a tight 50, like we said. I'm willing to bet the next 2 episodes are probably going to be pretty long.
There's a lot to do with 2 episodes left, right? There's a lot to do.
What is this? Is it Blackton? Is that what it's called?
Blackton? I thought it was Blackton, like Blacktown, kind of like Blackton. Yeah,
gotcha. So they have to get them involved somehow as well.
Right.
We have to figure out what the mining guy's situation is, unless they're just going to get wiped out by Frank.
I think they will. I don't think they have.
We're the law here.
Right.
And all of a sudden, bang, they're just gone.
Right. I don't think they have a huge part of the story. Because there's like 6 of them.
But they're certainly going out of their way to make us not like them.
Sure. Whatever happens to them, I'm not going to feel bad for them.
Not at all.
Nothing is too rough for these guys.
I can also see a situation where they just they get scared off. Like a few of them get killed and they're like, we're leaving.
That's true, because we have the idea of, the talk versus action is a big part of this show. You have people that are all action but don't talk. We had that conversation with Frank in this episode, right?
Yes.
The guys you can't reason with, they are dangerous.
Yeah.
And then you have these guys who are possibly the opposite end of the spectrum.
Sure.
All mouth, right? No actual.
That's certainly them.
No
so
actual.
Far, anyways.
Yeah, right. They'll bully a kid, but does that mean they're actually tough when a dangerous situation happens? Because we haven't seen them in an actual situation where they have to be tough.
No, and they're just detestable. And
absolutely right.
And also, I want to see how Bill makes his way back. Does he take the advice of his, seemingly his partner at this point?
The guy just follows him.
We never got that guy's name.
No, he's just kind of following along. He's curious.
Awesome.
Yeah, he is awesome. He's great.
I loved his line of, did you ever come back home on a buffalo hunt without bringing a buffalo with you? Or rabbit?
How did you feel? Not great, but I came home.
Exactly. Yeah. I wonder if that's going to register with Bill.
Yeah,
makes his way back.
Yeah, it's obviously Bill's going to make it back at some point. He's not going to go with a large posse of any kind because I think that changes the stakes of the show. It's like how we knew the army was never going to help, because it's like, okay, these guys are coming. Let's get the army. Here's the army. It's done. It's just not going to happen.
And I liked that it wasn't a big deal either, because obviously that was his whole point of his journey, was go find the army or go find Frank. Right? He finds Frank and he finds the army. And we got one little scene of the army.
Right.
They're like, we're not helping.
Yeah, we're busy doing other things.
Short and sweet. That's it.
Yeah, it's your problem. Right.
Now what? And that's what I love about a good miniseries. Each episode, it leaves you with now what.
Right. Yeah. Because it's like you're kind of on your own with just a couple of people. Yeah. There's going to be a showdown in LaBelle. We don't know really what it's going to look like.
Sure. I'm willing to bet that we're going to lose some characters too.
Oh yeah.
Which always sucks.
in a limited run series where the end of the story is the end of the story, we could lose almost everybody.
Sure.
Like I said, the one person I really want still standing at the end is Bill. I don't know why. Maybe just because I love Scoot McNairy as an actor. I really like his character. But yeah, I definitely want to see him standing at the end.
It would be cruel.
I know.
If Bill died, right?
I mean, it makes sense. He's losing his eyesight.
Sure.
It might be like this is the way he goes out.
I think that there's I think that there's unresolved story with his daughter, though.
That's true too, right?
Like his daughter, he's like, I never really loved her, or
he hasn't forgiven her, right? Yeah.
Forgiven her, thank you. And I don't. I think we need a scene or something,
Sure.
But I don't know. I completely trust the writer director. I want to see what the decision he makes is for the story because so far he's been crafting it.
Yeah, it's been right on.
Yeah,
and we don't know how Frank's going to die. I'm just really happy to know that he is.
I want to look. If they don't ever tell us how he thinks he dies, that's fine. But at the same time, I'm very curious to see how he thinks he dies.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Maybe just rotting in prison. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you next week.